that I've seen for like independent artists is that sometimes they'll have a job and have money to spend on their career, but they don't know what to spend it on.
Catch me whipping work up in the kitchen. If she twerk up in the kitchen, I'ma give her what she want.
All right, what's up, y'all?
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Who's gonna say first?
Happy birthday. Thank you.
So, welcome, RJ Robert Henlon Jr. This is my son. What's up?
Happy birthday.
Just turned 25 years old today.
Thank you.
The baby.
Cool. He's the baby. So this is the baby we were talking about that had asthma and
Sorry to share,
all
baby.
of that stuff going up. So, go ahead. I'll let everybody else ask questions first.
So, you mentioned how you help showcase them. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so basically it's just giving artists like the opportunity to showcase their talent. And so just creating a platform for them to be seen and allow them to invest in themselves, because like the worst thing that I've seen for like independent artists is that sometimes they'll have a job and have money to spend on their career, but they don't know what to spend it on. Buy like an $800 music video and then have that be seen by 40 people. They just wasted $800. And so kind of creating like a opportunity for them to like bring people together so they can be seen. They spend about $50 and they get a performance. Sometimes it's their first performance ever, and they're seen by 15 other artists they're performing, and they all brought 5 people with them. So now they all get a chance to perform in front of 100 people for $50, you know?
So what type of places are they performing at?
We'll like book out venues and, you know, sell them out and have the artists, you know, take turns, you know, performing. And like I was like detailing, just like it's a showcase. And so we've had different incentives for cases to keep it exciting. So the one we did last November, we did like trophies and kind of like, you know, based on the best performances and the most underrated things like that. The one we did around Valentine's Day, we sent out the performances to labels. I don't want to say exact names, but like just different A&Rs that work for labels just for their performances to be seen.
That's so cool.
Nice.
So I want to rewind a little bit. So I understand your parents sent you down to Miami to study international business.
Correct.
International business. And then you returned back to Orlando in the music industry. How did that happen? Talk us through that. Talk us through that transition.
We don't have closure yet, so somebody wants to know.
So basically what happened was there was like late 2015. I was in college and I was studying like finance and international business. I took a marketing class that really got me like excited about like I liked like the terminology and stuff like that about how people market. Around that same time, DJ Khaled, who's like a very famous producer and DJ, he started getting really famous on Snapchat, and I was noticing that he was using some of the same marketing strategies that I was learning about in school. And like the cool thing about it was that he's marketing products that he owns. You know what I mean? And so for that, it made me want to like take on that business as not just like rappers and like you see Lil Wayne and like guys with just a bunch of tattoos and dreads and stuff like that. I saw it as like a real business. And so from there I was like I have to become a part of this. And I'm the type of person that when I get like passionate and I'm like locked in on something, like it's just I have to have it, you know? And so
that sounds like your dad.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, so like just long story short, like that happened like when DJ Khaled started going on his Snapchat run. That was about December 2015, and by April of 2016 was working at an internship in the studio with Cool and Dre, who produced beats for DJ Khaled, and we're working on his album at that time. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, within the 4-month window, I found my way in the door.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
So,
Okay.
Simba thing.
exactly. And he's also a Leo, so we have a lion thing going on. So he does consider himself to be Simba, which is
Yeah.
which is why I nicknamed myself Mufasa.
There you go. So, Rob Jr., if I may, do you also, I know you showcase these artists, but a lot of times people that I've talked to over the years who are in the industry, the performers, a lot of them end up on, what's the name of the show? Unsung. You know, and they their stories kind of, a lot of them are very similar in how they end up, where they have been taken for a ride by these labels, and because of their ignorance of what's going on. So do you also expose them to the business side of things, to protecting their music and protecting their art and protecting themselves?
Yes. And so that was like a big part of me moving back to Orlando and starting Kitchen Made, is because, like I said, I was working and I had the opportunity. I was working in the industry. And at that point, you know, they recognized like I was really smart. And so they asked me for help with auditing contracts and like reading things over. And that was when I started noticing, I'm like, yo, there's some things going on here. And it was like hard for me to be a part of it, you know, and have genuine relationships with these artists, you know? And so that's why I built a platform where I can allow these artists to invest in themselves. I'm not taking advantage of them, and I'm giving them opportunity to invest in themselves and own 100% of what they're doing. But at the same time, we operate close to like a independent label in the fashion, but they own everything that they do.
That's
That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very nice.
All right. So let me see. I have some more questions here for you. So, well, first of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Again. So
Thanks,
you
Pops.
did something. Let's last Friday you did something very exciting for your 25th birthday.
Yes.
Let's talk to us about that.
Went skydiving.
Oh.
Yep. So go ahead.
How was that experience?
It was a good experience. You know, before it, I was like psyching myself up to like get like confident enough to do it. And as the plane starts taking off, I'm like, am I really doing this? Am I really doing this? And then next thing you know, I'm just out the plane. And it was crazy.
And who did you take with you?
And I took my little sister with me.
Yes, my baby.
What?
Yeah.
She went with you and jumped out the plane?
Yes. Yes.
But you know what, Rob? You and your wife did it. You can't even say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it don't mean I want my baby to do it.
I know.
Wait, you set an example. Look what happens.
Did you do a tandem jump with an instructor?
Yes, it's tandem.
Okay. All right. Not that it makes it any better for me. I'm just.
Yes.
I'm laughing at how Rob asked the question. Who did you take with you?
I have my baby jumping. She's only 19 years old. Well, she's going to be 19. She's not even 19 yet.
Thanks for watching. You can catch us live every Friday at 6 o'clock. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay fierce.